Okay, you guys, so let's get Julia connected. So I am gonna start recording this from here. And this is gonna be our first portion here. We're going over our supplies. All right, and I think Julia's sound is still connecting there. So I'm just gonna give her 1 second before I keep going. Yes, yes, Willie?
I can't find my supplies.
That's okay. So Willie, for today, I want you to just look at the demo so that when we get to your supplies, you know how to use the tools. I'm gonna review this too. All right, when we go through next week, I'm gonna go ahead and review this a couple times to make sure that we all know how to use them. So for now, you can just look at it, and if you have a sketchbook and pencil or pen, whatever you wanna use, you can grab something to play with too, to draw. Okay, Willie?
Yeah.
Is that all right? Okay. All right, and then Julia, if you have the bag that came with your school supplies,
Yeah.
yeah, you know where it is?
Left
Okay.
it upstairs.
Thanks, Julia. Okay. And then shoot, you know what? I am having a brain issue here. So your computer says Har Evan MacBook, but you got to remember, it might remind me of your name. Okay.
Don't look at me like that. I'm looking.
It's Mirabelle.
Yes, thank you. I
Work
had
on
it
changing.
on the tip of my brain. Thank you, Mirabelle. Okay, I'll have it from here, I'm telling you. Okay, so once you have your supplies, guys, we have the 2 charcoal pencils and we have the kneaded eraser, the gray eraser. So what I want you to notice is that one is soft and one is medium. So what that means is when we're drawing with this, one of these edges is going to be a little softer. It's going to kind of smear smoother. And the other one is a little harder. Okay, and most of us will end up liking one more than the other, like to use one more than the other. So I'd like for you to play with that a little bit with your 2 charcoal pencils and just make some shapes with each one. All right, it could be anything you want. You can make some design, you can make a flower, you can make
Can I go grab a piece of paper? Can I go grab a piece of paper?
Oh yes, absolutely, go for it. Yeah. Okay, so all we're doing at first is just kind of learning the difference between our 2 charcoal pencils. If they feel very similar to you, that's okay. They don't have to feel different, but for some of us, it just kind of feels different to work with the harder edge as opposed to the softer, and that's the number that's on the side of your pencil. And you'll kind of get used to it. It does have on there the word soft and medium too. So you get used to these different tools. So I really like working with charcoal because I like to do shading, I like to do shadows. Maybe I don't want to do color in my drawing. And so for that reason, I like to use charcoal because I can shade a little better and I can use my kneaded eraser and I can make kind of smooth edges on my charcoal. So it's just fun to play with. I want you to start playing with it a little bit and play with that eraser too, okay? All right, so that's your charcoal pencil, and there's something else that I want to also show you with the charcoal pencil. You can sharpen these in a regular sharpener, and you should have a little sharpener in your bag too. But another way that you can sharpen the edges on these is to use sandpaper. So there's a little block, and for you guys, it's going to have a blue piece of paper on top, and it looks like this. Okay, yep, exactly, good. Good, so if you take out that block, you can take off the blue piece of paper. You can take off the blue piece of paper and it should feel rough, like sandpaper on top. Yeah, can you feel that? And you can take it all the way off. You can get all the paper off of there. Okay, so this is called a sandpaper block. I'm so sorry, Willie. I'll get you, we'll figure out where your supplies is really soon, okay? But you can just keep this in your head for when we get it for you. All right, Willie? All right. Oops, I think it might be frozen there too. Okay, so with your sandpaper,
It definitely is, it works a lot better than a sharpener.
Exactly, yeah. So the cool thing about this is you can get your edges really sharp with these. And if you have a sharp edge, you can make a really crisp line, a really crisp line. So these are just tools that help us to improve our drawings. So we have more tools to work with, and we'll find things that we like better. You know, some of you really like to work with pen, some of you really like to work with charcoal, but it's fun to kind of learn the different ones. And when you're moving your charcoal along your sandpaper, you'll notice it starts to get kind of dirty, right? So we don't want to change the edge very often. We don't want to change that top piece of sandpaper very often because we want to save it, because we want to use it for a long time. But if it gets super dirty, and it's super dirty and it's making your charcoal pencil get more charcoal shavings, like it's kind of hard to work with, you can peel off the top edge and you can take it all the way off and you have a fresh piece, okay? So that's how that works. If it gets dirty and it's kind of there's too much charcoal on it to keep using, you can take off that top piece, you can get it all the way off of there, and you got a fresh piece to work with, okay? So that's your sandpaper block. So I'm gonna do a little review so far. We've got our kneaded eraser, and don't worry, I'll keep talking about these so the words will become more familiar. But we got our kneaded eraser, we have our charcoal pencils, one soft and one medium, and then we also have our sandpaper block, okay? So these are just terms that you hear artists talking about when they talk about their supplies, all right? And these are some things we're gonna be working with. So there's one more thing that I wanna talk about, and that is your drawing pen. So there's a gray pen that's in your bag. Yep, exactly, Tyler. And this is a drawing pen. So pens, they make so many cool pens these days. You might have other pens that you like better, but I really like this pen because it has a really fine point. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little example and I'm gonna show you ways that you can use these different tools, okay? And you can do it with me, or you can choose to doodle with something else that you wanna draw, okay? And then Willie, we're gonna do, I'm gonna do a demo here, Willie, and you can do it with me, just with a pen or a pencil or a colored pencil, or you can just watch it, okay, Willie? And I'm just gonna do a little drawing demo. If you have those tools, you can try them. Otherwise, you can do it with your regular pen or pencil.
This pen?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, this gray pen here. And it should say on the side of it, drawing system on the side. Oh, look at that, Maribel, nice. Already getting to work, I like it. I like it, cool. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a demo. You guys are more than welcome to draw the whole time we're in this class, okay? So feel free to doodle, feel free to play with everything that we're talking about, okay? And I'm gonna do a demo here and just kind of show us ways that we can use these different tools. All right, so we all kind of have different things. Whoops, there's Maceo. Let me get him in here first before I start the demo. All right, hey Maceo.
My computer crashed.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Let's see, Maceo, so did you get through the charcoal pencils? Did you see any of that part?
No, because everybody froze.
Okay, you're probably not the only one, so I'm just gonna do a little review here just so that we know which tools, and then I'm gonna do it.
I didn't get the small ziplock bag. I only got the one with the paints.
Huh, okay. Let's see, so you only have that's so goofy. I feel like it might be.
The one with the small one, I found it inside this big one.
Yeah, you might want to look, Maceo, inside of your big Ziploc or even on the side of your supplies, because I know they were all in there. So I feel like it might be in there if you take a look. Okay, but in the meantime, if you want to just use a pen or a pencil, you can, or a colored pencil. Okay.
All I have is the paint, the brushes, and then the plate.
Okay. Okay, I think later when we get off, if you want to maybe look in that original bag or just down inside where the paint is, because it might have fallen in there because they were all kind of tucked in with the paint in there.
I emptied all of the bags. It's not there.
Okay, well don't worry, Maceo. I'll give you another packet. But I was just thinking it might have fallen in there or something. Okay. Okay, so for today, I'm gonna do a little demo. You can watch it, or if you wanna draw with whatever you have handy, or if you wanna use the tools that I'm showing you, you can start to play with this a little bit as well. It doesn't have to be exactly what I'm drawing, but I'm just gonna show you a way to use these different tools. So I really like to draw eyes. I don't know why, it's just fun for me to draw eyes. So I just like it. So I'm gonna do a demo with an eye and show you how we can use these different tools. So if I've got an eye, I draw the top edge of my eye there. Oops, make sure you guys can see. And then maybe I draw the circle here for the eyeball. And then I'm drawing kind of my outline just with my drawing pen. And don't worry, I'm gonna move my hand away so you guys can see. Okay, so I'm getting the shape of the eye. And I'm just doing it with my drawing pen. I like doing it with the drawing pen because there's a really thin point and it's easy for me to draw details with it, okay? So that's why I really like this drawing pen. I can put an eyelid. Maybe I can put some eyelashes coming out. And maybe I've got some other eyelashes here, okay? Now, another thing that this drawing pen is really good for is if I want something to be really dark, I want it to be filled in, and I want it to be crisp, dark space. So maybe the inside of the eye, I'm just gonna start to fill that in with the pen. And I'm gonna fill it in, and I'm gonna go all the way around. I'm gonna fill my center of my eye until it looks like it's all black in there. And it might take me a couple layers to get it all filled in. Whoops, we lost Maribel there. Let's get her back in. Okay, to get it back. Hey, Maribel, can you hear me? Whoops, still connecting.
Doodle doodle ja ja ja.
Hey, she's coming, I think. You back yet, Maribel? Hey.
Yeah, my computer ran out of battery.
Oh, man.
That's sad.
We're so close to the end of the day, you guys. Tell your batteries to last a little bit longer.
That's a little longer battery,
Just a
please.
little longer.
1 second.
Last until the end of the day so I can watch something.
Exactly. You guys can reward yourselves after this. So Maribel, I'm just doing a little demo to show how I like to use different tools. You can do what I'm doing, or you can work on something else. You can doodle something else. All right, so when I draw an eye, I like to do my outline with the drawing pen. And then the center, where it's really dark, I like to do that with the drawing pen too, okay? Now for the inside of the eye, not the white part, but into the, what is it, the iris in there? Is that what it's called? I think so.
I think it's the dot.
The
The
dot?
dot thing.
Oh, okay. I'll
I
take
think
that.
about the, yeah. The dot of a jiggy maybe?
Viruses are like, did you know that?
The colored part?
Doodle doodle ja ja ja.
So, okay, so with the area around the dark part of the eye, if I go through with my charcoal and just fill it in, right? I can fill in that space, but then I can go with my kneaded eraser with that little gray block, and I can come in and I can just start to shade in there, kind of smooth it out, and it looks kind of gray, looks kind of cool. Like it's a little softer in there. So if you're working on something that's black and white, you can create shading, you can create shadows, you can do smoke or clouds, all that kind of stuff with your charcoal and your kneaded eraser. So this is one way that you can use different tools on the same drawing. Tyler, I think I had a question.
Yeah, can I go to the bathroom real quick?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You guys can go to the bathroom for sure. Let me know. You can either send me a little chat in the, or text in the chat if you need to go, but go ahead and go whenever you need to, okay? Okay. All right, so this is just a couple ways, right, that we can use these tools. Now, I know it's Friday and we are almost done with the day, so I'm gonna let you guys play around a little bit. You can play with the tools that we're talking about, or if you don't have them handy, you can use anything that you wanna draw with, okay? And I'm gonna give you a little free time, either to work on what I showed you here, or to work on something different, just kind of doodling and something that you wanna draw. Okay, we're gonna have a little bit of free drawing time here. Okay, I'm gonna stay on. so you guys can show me things, but if you want to just work quietly, that's okay with me too. You can even block out your screen if you want to, okay? We're just gonna have a little bit of free drawing time. Whoops, what we got, Julia? Whoa. Kind of keep it down a little bit?
I drew a little charcoal guy named Smeary. He's really fast.
Nice. What's his name again?
Smeary. Because
Smear?
I smeared him.
Oh, I see. Yes, very good. So we're working on our smearing, on our smoothing, all that kind of thing. Cool. I like it. Mirabelle, let's see what do we got here. Oh, I know there is so much smoke. Maybe.
I do not like smoke.
I know. I don't.
It's keeping my puppy and I from going outside. And my puppy even has to wear a mask on her walks.
Oh, no.
Poor Buds. Her name's Rosebud, but I call her Budster or Bud.
Nice.
Made a lot of, or my dad calls her Rosie or Rosie Posey.
That's a cool name too. How do you
I
get,
made up most of them, like Bud or Budster.
how do
those
you
are
get
most
Rosie
of
to
mine.
keep her mask on? That's pretty.
There's such thing as dog masks.
Wow. I'm gonna
I
have
bet there's even cat masks.
to. All right, you guys, I'm gonna let you guys work here on your drawings. You can work on the eye like I did and kind of try the different tools, or you can work on your own drawing. And I'm gonna stay on here so you guys can ask me questions, you can show me. Like I said, I know it's Friday, it's the end of the day, so I want you guys to just be able to kind of work free here for a second. If you wanna turn, if it's kind of bothering you or talking, you can also turn it down. Okay, you can turn your volume down, but I am gonna
That's
sit here and
Smeary.
show me
That's
what you're
Smeary's
working on.
face.
Oh, wow, Julia, cool.
He's all smeared because his name is Smeary.
I like Smeary. Let's see. Yes, Tyler.
So the pen thing, little tip pen I got isn't like working. I keep trying to.
And it's just not coming out at all?
Yeah.
Okay, let me make a note of you too, and we will do some supply runs, okay? So Tyler, let's see, I had a couple needed erasers. Maceo needed the whole packet there.
And Veronica.
I like playing with mine.
What was that?
I like playing with my needed eraser.
Yeah, I know. Needed erasers are really fun to play with.
I like to break it and then put it back together.
Squishy.
They are. They're really squishy and they're really fun to play with. If you're stressed out or you're nervous, you can play with them in your hand and it's really fun. And it's really fun to calm down.
I want like 5 so I can just
Right? They make them big too. You can get big ones too.
Ooh, I want a ginormous one.
Whoa, Shea, cool.
Dad, can you
Wow.
get a big needed eraser?
Wow, look at these characters. Nice, Veronica. Hang on a second. I'm going to check in with Shea and then I'm going to talk to Veronica about yours too. Shea, let me see. What are you working on there? Can you tell me a little bit about it?
There's a flying clock. I made the house of flying things. And if you can see it, I did wear it at the bottom.
Yeah. Wow, Shea, cool. Whoa, I love all your detail in there. Thank you for showing me. Wow. Let's see. I am going to Veronica. I wanted to see those little characters that you made. Can I see those? Oh, look at those guys. I love them. Did you just make those guys up or are you thinking about something when you draw those?
I just made those guys up.
Cool. You can make a whole comic about those guys.
Yeah,
Nice, Veronica. Thank you.
you're welcome.
All right, you guys, so I'm giving you a second. Free drawing, free doodle. You can use the tools. You can do what I did. All right, let loose a little bit. And then if you want to show me something, hang it up on the camera here. Cool, Ava, let me see. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
I don't know. I like making houses.
You do? Wow, do you think of like your own house or do you just kind of make houses up in your mind?
I kind of just make up houses in my mind and then I let add in like details.
Yeah, nice. You know, one of the first, go ahead.
I have one.
You do? Thank
I
you.
made a character.
One second here. Let me get, I got a couple people getting kicked off and getting
I
back.
made a
There
character.
you go. Oh, wow. Okay, so Ava, you know, it's funny. My first drawing class that I took was about drawing houses. It was about drawing architectural drawing. Let's see, Ethan, what do you got? Whoa, can you turn it to the, kind of flip it a little bit? There you go.
This is just the mouse pad. I made an actual one. You know how we do arts and like the I forget what it's called, but
It's called Final Product.
well, not that, but when you get to make something and then you get to order it.
Oh yeah.
Was it the kids creation? Is that
Oh yeah,
kids
Yeah.
creation? Yeah, we're gonna do that this year too.
I got a mouse pad. One of them.
Cool, I like it.
It's a potato dude that's rich.
It's, what is it?
It's a potato guy that's rich.
A potato guy that's rich. Very specific. I like it. Okay, let's see. We got Ethan. Let's go over to
That's
Amelia.
what I made for my kids' creation.
What did you? Hang on just one second, Julia. I'm going to come to you in just a minute. I'm going to grab Amelia first, and then I'll be over to you. What do we got here, Amelia? Whoa, look at that. Wow, what's the story on this character? Oops, so you're muted there, Amelia.
I just made it up.
Nice. Look at those eyelashes. Wow. I like it. Thank you, Amelia. Let's see, Julia. What did you do for your kids' creation?
And I did a unipuppy.
A unipuppy. I can imagine what that might look like. Do you have it handy?
Yeah. I have a phone case that I made for
Oh,
one of
cool.
my parents.
Nice.
Let me try again. Got it.
All right, and then Willie.
And I made a tree, or was it a carrot? It kind of looks like a carrot. See, that's it.
Wow, cool.
Got it cut off, but that's my picture.
That is really cool. Willie, did you do a kids' creation last year? You did? Yeah, do you have it handy? Can you show me?
Everybody did one.
Everybody did one? Cool.
No, except for the people who were out sick.
Yeah.
A lot of people were out sick.
Oh, yeah. All right, I'm going to give Willie a second to grab hers. Ethan.
It's not about the kids' creation, but you know the little eraser thing?
Yeah.
This looks exactly like it, but it's just putty. So for a second, I thought I grabbed this and I used it, so on accident, so.
You could probably use putty to smooth your charcoal. It might be kind of messy because it doesn't pick it up as much, but it's very similar. Thanks, Ethan. Let's see. I got Maribel and then Katiana. What's up, Maribel? Oops, you're muted there, Maribel.
I'm just doing I was thinking of doing like a big sketch of a giant tree with a sentence above. I'm gonna make it like up in the branches of the phoenix flower tree.
Oh,
And
wow.
then I could like draw it and then make a story about it. And I'm thinking every time one of the flower buds, like a baby phoenix comes out from the inside, here, I'm just gonna draw a rough sketch of
Yeah, draw a sketch. That sounds really interesting, Maribel. Thank you. Let's see. Willie, did you get it? That's okay. Don't worry. You don't have to rush. I was just checking back with you. That's okay, Willie. Don't worry. That's okay, Willie. Don't worry. Just if you had it handy. You don't have to stress about it. It's okay. Yes, Katiana.
So, two things. So, I sketched something out with the charcoal.
Whoa. Whoa, look at that hair. That is so cool. I love that.
Yeah, and then I made her wearing a sweatshirt and some sweatpants.
Yeah.
And second, I'm gonna go grab my kid's creation and show it to you.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Thank you, Tatiana.
It feels like we're missing a lot of people.
Yeah, I think it's Friday and it's the last class of the day. So I think some people might be jumping ship early today. Yes, Katiana, let's see it.
Okay, so I did have oven mitts for my grandma and a mouse pad.
Oh,
But it's a picture frame for my dad because he works at the railroad, so this is perfect.
whoa, look at that. And did you is that a flag in there? You put an American flag in there?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really interesting. And who did you give that to?
My dad?
Nice.
Nothing.
Cool. Thank you for sharing that, Katiana. That's really neat. Thank you. Let's see. What do we got there, Ava? Oh, man, we got some more details coming into the house. Cool. Wow.
Yeah,
That your dog there?
dog house in your box.
Yeah.
And there's a cat in the window.
Cool. I
Mhm.
love it. It's cool with houses. You can put different people and dogs and animals and all kinds of things in different little parts of the house. It's a nice setting for a drawing. Oop. And then we got Veronica's dog making an appearance. Hi. What's your doggy's name?
Delta.
Ooh, nice one. All right, guys, so we have about 10 more minutes. I'm gonna let you guys keep drawing and showing me what you're drawing or if there's anything else you wanna share. But if you feel like you're done and you need to check out, that's okay with me too, okay? So if you need to leave the meeting, that's okay. I'm okay with that. But if you wanna keep drawing and you wanna keep showing me what you're working on or something else, please do, because I'm gonna still be on here to check in with you guys. Willie, let me see, Willie, I saw it just for a second. Okay.
No, I'm gonna do another one.
Okay, sounds good. Yes, Maribel.
So okay, I did a little thing in the branches of the phoenix flower tree. How the phoenix is born. So it starts with the little bud.
Oh, wow.
And then it starts to bloom.
Okay.
And then once it's fully bloomed, there's a little baby phoenix.
Oh my goodness, that's so cool. Wow, where did you learn about all that?
Actually, it just came off of the top of my head. I just thought I'd put it down in a drawing.
That's really interesting. You could develop that more. It could be a whole comic or a book that you make based on that progression. That's really cool.
Yeah, we have some aggressive chipmunks because because they started to take advantage of how our door was always open. So we've had to have the door closed for the past few times. There's a big one about that big.